Chris in Indianapolis, Indiana writes, I am a big ADS and B&W speaker fan and would like to add the Vandersteen Model 2 to my listening room. And Richard Vandersteen's a real gem in our industry. I like Richard. Great products too. I found a pair with cabinet damage, which I don't mind because I love refinishing old speakers with new wood veneer. I have to go back and look at that model because most of Richard's speakers had just a sock over it, if I remember right. Anyway, they also have the ever-present little fingers damage to the tweeter domes. Aha. And I've always assumed that damaged domes would make a noticeable impact on the performance. Well, typically that actually isn't true. In my experience, a dome tweeter that has a dimple in it really doesn't change the sound at all. Now, aesthetically, you might want to replace it because, well, you're staring at a dimpled dome. The other thing you could do is try and fix it. One of the tricks we used to use on a dimpled dome is to take some duct tape, or even better is the kind of tape they use, gaffer's tape, super sticky, and you get some gaffer's tape, cut it up into a sort of a double-sided thing, and you carefully place it onto and get it fixed and affirmed onto that crushed area and pull it out. And we used to do that at Genesis Technologies back in the day when I made speakers and we designed speakers with Arnie Nudell. At Genesis, we would routinely, we had these big 2-inch mid-range domes, and if we were careful and somebody had crunched one, pop it out, looks brand new. But in general, unless it's really mangled, it doesn't matter for anything other than aesthetics. So I wouldn't really worry about it. And good luck refinishing that. Those Vandersteens are great speakers. I've always liked Richard's work. So as most people know, I'm not a huge B&W fan, but they make great speakers too. So, okay. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.